too.
Just a few more weeks before we enter through the doors of 2010. Now our team will never say, oh how time flies, because a new year means new ideas, new technology and definitely new gadgets. And Reliance Big TV Byte will make sure we get it all for you in just the right size. On the show this week, it's Technology, Entertainment and Design, or TED in Chennai. And the verdict from users and experts alike: has Windows 7 made the cut? In our gaming segment, an out-and-out mad game called Raving Rabbids. Some ideas are worth spreading. That's what TED, or Technology, Entertainment and Design, is all about. TED has been at it for the past 25 years, holding annual conferences with inspiring speakers talking about, well, inspiring things. And for the first time, TED has come to India. TEDx, where X means an independent organizer, was organized recently in Chennai, and we just had to share some of the great work done by a couple of locals from here. As he takes a walk down his fields, there's little hint that it's an IIT brain under the black umbrella. But then, we're all victims of stereotypes, where we think every graduate from a premier educational institution goes on to join the corporate world. Our Madhavan is a little different. He wanted to be a farmer, and he did become a farmer. His 8 acres of land on the outskirts of Chennai, in a place called Melmarvattur, is now a gold mine of agricultural production, yielding 300% more than an average Indian farmer's land. All because of some simple tools that Madhavan has designed, and now he's reaping what he has sown.
Tools are the important inputs like fertilizer, water, electricity. Tools are important for improving your productivity. So you need to design tools for small land holdings. India has a peculiar problem of fragmented land holdings for which mechanization is very, very difficult. So you have to design for bullock or small horsepower tractors.
Madhavan was one of the 12 speakers at TEDx, where X meant it was independently organized by Chennai. Technology, Entertainment and Design's mission has always been to reach out and inspire people with ideas that are life-changing. But over the years, they've brought together thinkers and creators from various fields outside of TED. This year's TEDx, held in IIT Chennai, had wildlife conservationist Romulus Whitaker, mountaineer Satyavrata Dam, among other achievers. Madhavan's simple but highly effective methods meant that his way of farming could replace the many field hands that have to go through drudgery, with tools that could place the fertilizer in the exact spot, for instance, or weeds that could be pulled out by a tractor. Madhavan has introduced the use of tools in every step of the way, starting with soil analysis. His farm hands use a cross-shaped soil probe to simply push into the soil, rotate and pull out an adequate sample that can be sent off to labs for analysis. And then there's something called chiseling that Madhavan does, preparing the land for sowing. A sickle-shaped contraption is attached to a tractor or bullocks to rip the land. This way, roots can proliferate deeper and therefore get more nutrients from the soil.
Weeding, it's a very drudgery job. Normally about 16 women are needed to weed an acre of land. It's not only the cost, but also the availability and the drudgery involved for the women to do the job. But the same thing can be done. So 3 acres with one man having a given tool and a pair of bullocks, or a tractor for that matter. So the efficiency of that really jumps up to 400%. So the cost per unit of your produce comes down.
He uses a 3-tan plow that's tailor-made to create ridges and furrows. And once that's done, it's time to put the fertilizers. Thanks to his fertilizer placement prototype tool, he spends only 800 rupees per acre dropping fertilizers as against 8,000 rupees.
Fertilizer placement tool has 4 important parts. One is a hopper, The other is a metering device. Third one is a shank. Fourth one is the one where it just drops down. The importance of this, it has got 8 shanks on which 8 rows can be placed in one shot, whether it is a bullet driven or tractor driven. You can place the fertilizer as well as starter fertilizer, giving a percentage below the seed zone.
Madhavan's labourers, though few, are rested mentally and physically and are able to work better with the help of these tools. These were just a few things that Mr. Madhavan spoke of at TEDx in Chennai. Another speaker, Dr. Santosh Babu, who is the MD of ELCOT or Electronics Corporation of Tamil Nadu, got a whole lot of kids to go back to school with the help of a tracking system that he devised using a website. Doctor turned IAS officer, Dr. Santosh Babu was the collector at Krishnagiri district from 2006 to 2008. The district had recorded close to 9,000 school dropouts at the time of Dr. Babu joining. What he did was to come up with a website called backtoschool.in to track dropouts. Every time a child would drop out of school, an authorized person from the village or the district would update the website and the collector would step in to address the root cause.
Now, apart from the basic information which is available in the Back to School website, there's a particular software which only authorized personnel can access, because this is a whole lot of information, database, photographics of children, so we don't want that to be misused or abused. So every school and every volunteer has been given a user ID and password, so they can upload photographs, they can upload information that comes online to us, and with the information that this child requires this, etc. And then that is sent online to many officers to see whether the request is genuine or not. It will be a video, she will not know that there is a video pension that's available. So straight away, I don't even need to ask anybody, we can straight away sanction a video pension if it's a physically handicapped pension. So a huge amount of funding from the state government is available for all these pensions. There's no limit on any of these things.
Like this little boy Kannappan, who was suffering from a disease called hydrocele and dropped out because he was being mocked by classmates. But then he was taken into surgery and put right back into the classroom. Dropouts in the district came down to 0 because of this tracking system. TED is now entering communities fast and furious. Kriba Shankar, one of Chennai's leading tech whizzes, organized TEDx, and he had to deal with a sold-out show thanks to social media. The main advertisers for TEDx became Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn.
I think the internet played a vital medium. In fact, that is what we were really banking on. So the word really spread really fast, and Twitter, through Facebook, through blogs, there were a couple of podcasts. I mean, that also meant that it's only the Gujarati that came to know about TED and they came and attended. But what we aim to do in 2010 even is to reach out to the villages and to the towns. But there are amazing people who have done amazing inventions and stuff. So we are now reaching out to the interiors in Tamil Nadu and inviting them to come and attend.
For once, curiosity is welcome, questions are encouraged. That's TED for you. Globally, TED is a pretty expensive and exclusive event where tickets cost around $6,000 per person. But the TED movement is growing and plans for TEDx Chennai 2010 are already underway. If you want to know more about the event, do mail us at feedback@ndtv-hindu.com and we'll put you in touch with the right people. After a short break, we go into what we like and dislike in Windows 7. And then we can play a game of Rayman Raving